Hey everybody, my name is Brandon Scott and welcome to the Fandom Pastor, which can be found on our YouTube channel, Facebook page, or podcast. The Fandom Pastor is for all of us who love our fandoms and our faith. Fandoms are anything that somebody has a deep love for. Harry Potter, Broadway musicals, cult films, to name just a few. Join the Fandom Pastor as we see how God is connected to it all. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Hey all, this is Pastor Brandon with our next episode of the Fandom Pastor. We are continuing our series on the Rogue Gallery, the bad guys of the Batman comic series. This character that we're going to be talking about, the clue from last time, this character was supposed to die in his first comic book appearance. And for those who don't know this, you may be incredibly surprised by this. But the character I am talking about is the Joker. Yes, the Joker was supposed to die in his very first comic book appearance. But he became so popular from that one appearance that they had to bring him back. And as we know, he's definitely one of the most recognized villains for Batman. He debuted in 1940 in Batman #1. So he has been with Batman and challenging Batman from the very beginning. And something that I guess he is the foil for Batman in that he's constantly challenging Batman to break his code of ethics. He's constantly challenging Batman to kind of look at his viewpoint. And if you know anything about Batman, he is willing to hurt people to an extent, criminals, but one rule he has is he will not kill. He will not kill. And that's something that the Joker is constantly trying to get him to do. In fact, he challenges him on more than one occasion to kill himself. He says to Batman, kill me. And he won't do it. And we'll see that the Joker does this to many other characters too, challenges them to abandon their morals. We'll see it in The Killing Joke with Commissioner Gordon. We'll see it in Injustice comic series with Superman. And occasionally, yes, he does succeed in getting others to break their own morals, their own code of ethics, their own perspective on things. He pushes them so far that they finally crack. Batman is not one that does that, but he could. He easily could. It makes me look to Titus chapter 2 verses 7 and 8. Show yourself in all respects to be a model of good works, and in your teaching show integrity, dignity, and sound speech that cannot be condemned, so that an opponent may be put to shame, having nothing evil to say about us. You see, Batman is constantly pushing back against Joker. Time and time again. We can see, again, issues like The Killing Joke, Injustice. We can see this in the origin of the Red Hood. All of these aspects where Batman could easily kill the Joker, and, many would even justify it. They would say, well, yes, absolutely. The Joker deserves to die. He deserves to be put away. And even though Batman, again, can be very rough on his opponents, he will not kill. And he's constantly putting Joker, as the scripture says, putting the Joker to shame. Because he will not crack. He will not break. And so we have to consider, what are we being pushed to do that we are constantly pushing back against? Or maybe you have fallen. You have broken your code of ethics. You have broken what you said you would never do, that idea. And so what are you working towards? What do you need to fix within yourself, I guess, is a way of saying it. And so we struggle. I think we all struggle with that idea. We work so hard to be upright and good people in the eyes of God. And yet sometimes it's a struggle. And we constantly have these opponents that are trying to put us to shame, that are trying to bring evil into our hearts. And God is telling us, no, be good models, models of good works, showing integrity and dignity and sound speech. And so, what are you doing to achieve that? And it's okay to struggle, because we all do. We're human, but that doesn't mean that we have to stay wherever that evil comes down to, that we have to stay in that place of shame, that we have to stay as the dark people or people in those areas. So I pray that each one of you is able to overcome this darkness, these opponents, and are able to basically have nothing but good said about you, not necessarily by the world, but by God. So join me next time as we continue our series on the Rogue Gallery, the bad guys of the comic book series of Batman. And this next one is, my clue for next time is this character debuted in 1966, but did not get an origin story until 1978. So thanks, God bless, and have a great couple weeks until I see you again.